Welcome to the first episode of the Daughter Dearest Podcast. It's a show all about authentic mother-daughter conversations. We talk about what you're thinking inside your head. I'm Simone Knego.
And I'm Olivia Knego.
She's my daughter, my daughter dearest.
Number two, well, second daughter, third kid.
Yeah, third. Yeah, we have 6 kids, so she's the only one willing to come on a show like this, so that's why we created this. But honestly, the idea started because we have these great conversations all the time, and we felt like there's something that we want to share with the world. And we feel like these conversations are conversations that every mom and daughter should be having.
100%. I feel like even last night we spoke on the phone for 45 minutes about, I feel like everything and nothing at the same time.
Yeah. And that's typically what we do. But today we are going to be introducing ourselves, and we're going to be playing a bit of a fun game so that you can get to know us better. And yes, the music from the beginning of the show is part of the Mommy Dearest soundtrack. We decided to name the show the Daughter Dearest Podcast, kind of as a play on words on Mommy Dearest. And obviously we have a great relationship, but we just thought it would be a funny title to use to kind of get your attention, thinking,
100%.
oh my gosh, what are they going to do to each other on this show?
Or is she a terrible daughter? We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. No, she's not a terrible daughter. She's great. She's a great daughter. So, as I said, I'm Simone Knego. I am 51 years old, and I am from Sarasota, Florida. I have done many things in my life. I started off as a CPA, went back to school to be a teacher, worked in medical sales, flipped houses, you name it. I've probably done most things, not all. And currently, and for the rest of my life, I am an author and a keynote speaker. And that's what I figured out in my mid-40s that I love to do, is share stories. So I'm really excited about starting this podcast with you, Liv, because I think it's going to be so fun to share our stories together.
Yeah. I'll introduce myself a little bit. I'm Olivia. Most people call me Liv, though. I am 20. And no, I am not broadcasting from a jail cell. I'm broadcasting from my tiny New York apartment in Hell's Kitchen, as I am a student at Fordham Lincoln Center's Gabelli School of Business. I know it's a mouthful. Wait till you hear what I'm studying. I'm studying global business with a concentration in consumer insights and marketing with a minor in fashion studies. So quite a lot. My resume is nowhere near as impressive as my mom's, but I don't know, doing a lot, I guess.
You are doing a lot. And it's funny, when you first came on this video, I was like, that's exactly what I thought, is that you look like you're broadcasting from a jail cell. So I appreciate the fact that you let people know that you're not in prison, because then,
No.
I mean, maybe if you were, then the Daughter Dearest would have even made more sense. But since you're not.
It's a nice prison cell, though.
Oh, it is nice. Yeah, you're right. You're right. It's really nice. So, okay, we'll just keep going beyond that, though. So today we're going to play a fun game. Livy, you want to tell them what we're going to play?
Yeah. So I thought a good way for everyone to get to know us was to do How Well Do You Know Me? So we're going to go back and forth, just asking each other questions about ourselves. So, for example, I would ask Simone, or my mom, what my favorite food is, and she'd have to answer the correct thing or whatever I have on my mind at that time. And then we're going to keep track of the points to see who wins. I'm not feeling great about this. I made the questions, and that should have given me an advantage. No, it didn't. It did not give me any advantage.
Well, I looked at the questions, and I'm a little concerned because I feel like as a mom, I should know every single one of these. And so I really can't let you beat me, but you just might. But I'm going to tell you, you have to keep track, because first of all, as I said before, I am getting older. I'm not old, but I'm getting older. So you're going to keep track, and do not cheat, because if you cheat, I'm going to be really pissed. So no cheating.
I will try not to.
Okay. I mean, I know sometimes like you get squirrel, but try to focus on, just
100%.
Make it check. Okay. You want to go first? You want to ask me first, or?
No, you can go first. Let's have you go first.
Okay. So, this might be a little bit of a trick question, so we'll see what you come up with. What is my favorite ice cream flavor? Da, 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 da. I know, it's a hard one.
Well, I'm thinking, do you even like ice cream?
Well, that's probably the trick part to the question.
Yeah, but everyone, even if you don't like ice cream, has a favorite ice cream flavor.
I guess. I don't know. Is that really true? If you don't like ice cream, do you have a favorite flavor?
We have
Okay, so
a
guess
least
whatever.
hated, I guess.
Okay, yes.
I'm
What's
gonna
my
go
least?
with mint chocolate chip. You give that kind of energy.
Okay, I'm not sure really what that means. I mean, I'll take that I give some sort of energy. Mint chocolate chip. I'm not exactly, what is that supposed to be refreshing? That would be a no. I mean, if I'm gonna get ice cream, it's gonna be like just plain old chocolate. I mean, it's kind of boring, and that's why I
That is
don't
kind
like
of
ice.
boring.
I know and you're the ice cream queen, but I
Yeah,
just
ice
don't like
cream.
ice cream.
I love ice
don't.
cream.
Yeah, I don't like ice cream. I like chocolate cake. I know this wasn't the question, but I like chocolate cake with a ton of frosting. And my favorite is actually from the bakery at Publix because the frosting is so full of sugar. It's almost like crunchy. It's so delicious. Okay, move on. Sorry about that.
So no points for me, but I'm not surprised. Okay. Um, what is my Starbucks order?
Your Starbucks order is a venti black tea lemonade unsweetened.
Yeah, I'll give you it.
Okay, thank you.
I feel
Yeah.
like that's unfair though for you because I did order it this morning. So, and you definitely got the receipt on your Starbucks app.
Well, I actually have not looked at it, so I don't know it because of that. But I did. You were just here for a month, and we've been to Starbucks plenty of times when you were here. So
100%.
we'll blame it on that. So 1 point for
Okay.
me. Woohoo! Okay. Um, I guess I'm gonna go with. Do I prefer jeans or sweatpants?
Well, that's easy. Sweatpants.
Yeah, very good. Okay, you got a point there. I
I don't know anyone that prefers jeans over sweatpants though. And if you do, let's talk about that. Why?
Well, okay. Well, I do really like jeans. So if I had a choice of if I'm going out, it's always going to be jeans.
Oh,
Like
same.
I mean, I'm not going to be well, I have to wear a dress coming up soon or something like a dress for a wedding, but typically you would not see me in anything fancy. I'm jeans, t-shirts, leggings, and what's my favorite shoe?
A
You know
sneaker.
that? A sneaker.
It's
Yeah,
an easy one.
I love fancy sneakers. I gave up heels for COVID, so I wear fancy sneakers wherever I go. Fancy, whether they're sparkly or something. And I don't wear heels anymore. So that's how I like it. Okay, that I got off track again. I'm the one I said you were a squirrel. I'm like going squirrel on everything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. What is my hidden talent? My party trick?
Oh, you can burp like nobody I've ever heard before.
Yeah, that's the only one I can think of. Although I'm
Yeah.
obviously not going to do that because I don't want to break anyone's ears. And I can't really do it on command. I'm also on like actual antibiotics right now, so I don't burp like that. But I can belch like a man,
Yeah.
like worse than a
Well,
man, honestly.
honestly, like some kind of wild animal. I've never heard anything like it before. It is quite impressive. So, and just out of curiosity, do you know what my party trick is? This doesn't count for points, but do you know?
Holding a plank.
Well,
Didn't you
that
used to
used
do
to,
that in college?
ugh, when I used to be in shape, I could hold a plank for like 8 minutes. But no, my hidden party trick is I can whistle without my mouth moving. Like it?
Oh, that's pretty good. I don't
Yeah,
even
it's
know
pretty
how to
good.
whistle, so
We should have worked on that. Maybe we will work on that.
it's kind of too late.
Okay, this should be an easy one. How tall am I? Oh, if that's not easy, boy, we're in big trouble.
Five, six.
I'm gonna be winning.
Is it
Yes, I'm
five,
five
six?
six. You are correct. Give
Okay,
yourself a
I really
point.
just guessed there.
Are you keeping track of this?
Yeah, I am. We're
Okay.
tied right now. But
Okay.
in terms of height, I realized I have actually no perception. You're either shorter than me or taller than me.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I mean, considering that your dad is 6'5" and I'm 5'6", so you're right in the middle.
Yeah,
'Cause you're tall. You're
I
tall.
am tall.
And then when you put heels on, you're really tall. I met a woman yesterday who she said, "How tall do you think I am?" I said, "You're 5'10", and with heels, you're 6 feet." She said, "Absolutely." She said, how'd you guess that? And I said, "That's because that's my daughter. She's the same."
Yeah, and I only wear platform shoes.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't know
good.
why.
Good to be tall.
Okay.
Okay.
Hmm. What is my favorite movie?
That's an easy one. It's like
Well,
behind
yeah.
you. It's behind you
Oh,
on the
it literally
wall.
fully is. Oh, I'm sorry. That was cheating. I
Steel
forgot I was there.
Magnolias. Steel
Yeah, I fully have the Steel
Magnolias.
Magnolias poster. If you
Yeah.
haven't seen it, it's totally an old lady movie. Has some very, very good cast. Julie Roberts, Dolly Parton. Overall, great movie about friendship. Makes me sob every time I watch it.
Yeah, we'll watch it together for like, we want to watch a sad movie. That's what we watch, and we watch it.
Yeah,
And I've cried every time I watched it. Doesn't really
every
matter.
single time.
Doesn't
Every
matter.
single time.
Yeah, I know. I love it. Um, okay. I don't know if you're gonna know this one. Who was my first best friend?
Okay, when I wrote this question, I in my head I thought the twins, Kelly, and I don't remember the other twins' name.
Yeah, okay, you correct. I'll give you a
Was
point. Kim and
really
Kelly. Yeah,
Kim
Kim
and
and
Kelly.
Kelly.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, from where I grew up in
But
Buffalo,
they
New
were your
York.
first
So
best friends?
that I can remember. I mean,
Who
I
was
think when
my
I was
first best friend?
younger than that, Mia Haynes.
100%.
Yeah. So okay, we know that. So, but you get a point. You did good because that's a lot to remember. I'm kind of shocked by that one that you remembered. Should have picked a better question. Okay,
Congrats.
you go.
What was my least favorite subject in high school?
Math, no
Yeah.
hesitation.
But what
Math.
specifically do you remember what class did me in?
Did you take calculus?
Oh, I aced calc.
Oh,
Pre-calc is what killed me.
oh,
I was
okay.
getting 50s on tests every single day.
Yeah,
And
but you
then
still did.
Jacob stepped in to tutor me. So,
Jacob's her older brother, so her oldest brother.
and he's a
Her,
genius. Actually, I mean, he's just good at math and STEM.
yeah. Well, he's really smart, and yes,
Well, yeah.
he's good at all that stuff. So that's why he's an engineer. Makes a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm.
Um, okay, go.
Who is my favorite author? I don't think you're going to know the answer to this. And it's not you.
This is gonna, thank you. This is gonna put me under the table. I think I'm gonna start losing with this one because I'm just gonna guess Jane Austen, but I know I mean, who's your favorite author? I don't know.
Um, Sarah J. Maas right now. She writes all of like the fantasy books Emma and I read, like
Mm.
Throne of Glass, A Court of Thorns and
Ah,
Roses.
okay.
Very good stuff if you guys are looking for like new adults fiction books.
Yeah, I would not have guessed that. Honestly, I mean, Emma reads like so much stuff. So, I mean, I know you read too, but like her room is just full of books.
I just
So,
realized I stole your question.
oh, you did?
Yeah, I double questioned.
What do you mean? You double questioned. See, I told you to
Yeah.
go. That's why I told you. I'm getting old. You have to remind me, like if it's my turn or your
Well,
turn.
so am
You
I.
gotta.
I'm 20.
Oh, you're so old. You're like, yeah. You can't legally. I'm not gonna say you can't drink it. You can't legally drink yet. So yes, you are getting so old.
I'm ancient.
Talk to me when when your knees hurt when you get out of bed in the morning. That's when you can
Uh-huh.
talk to me about it. Yeah, I know. Okay, so
Right now
are you?
you're winning.
Oh, I am.
You're still winning.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Woo, I was getting worried there. Okay, ask me something else. Or am I asking you or are you asking
You're
me?
asking me.
Okay. Whoo. Okay. Um, okay. Have I ever failed a subject?
Yes. Organic chemistry.
Oh, yes, I did. I failed organic chemistry. It actually changed my entire life, right?
Yeah.
Um, I didn't go into I failed it, then I got a D in it, and then I decided not to go into uh, apply to medical school because of that. I stopped thinking about medical school because I didn't think I'd be able to do it. So yeah, that kind of changed my life quite a bit. Okay,
It
good
happens.
job. Good job. You got that one.
We're still tied, unless I'm counting wrong. But I think
Well,
we're tied.
okay, we'll just go with it. We'll just
Yeah.
go with that because, you know, it's just people learning about us and it's like Jeopardy about the Kenegos.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Okay, so
What is my favorite part of my day?
I would say your favorite part of your day, it's definitely not the morning. It is the evening when you get to come back and lay in your bed and probably call your boyfriend.
Yeah, that's good. I mean,
It might be like, yeah,
anytime classes end.
her boyfriend lives in California. So, long distance relationship at 20. But yeah, I would say
I'm so out of
it's,
pocket.
it's, yeah, I know. Nothing to do with getting up in the morning. You don't like
No,
that.
I'm
Nothing to do
taking
with going to
8:30s this
school.
semester. Oh my gosh.
But you're also taking night classes, which
I only
like,
have one night class.
okay. I never took a night class. I was done every day by noon. And that way I could come back. Yeah, I took all my classes in the morning and could come back to my place and I could make my Kraft mac and cheese. And, the one year that the O.J. Simpson trial was on, that's what we did. We make Kraft mac and cheese and watch the O.J. Simpson trial and take a nap and then get ready to study
We were
and
talking
work.
about the O.J. Simpson trial in my law class and just how silly and goofy he was. And it was ridiculous.
Yeah, well, I guess
We
this
don't need to
isn't
get that
a,
off track.
yeah, we don't, yeah, we're getting a lot off track, but let's not get that off track.
Okay,
Okay.
your turn.
Okay. Thank you for keeping me on track because I already forgot
Hmm.
who was supposed to go. Um, okay. What alcoholic drink best describes my personality and why? Let's see. Let's see what you think here. I know it's a hard one.
Because it doesn't have to be your favorite drink. It's
Doesn't have to
what
be my
best
favorite.
describes you.
I mean, you know my favorite. I mean, that's easy. Well, I have two favorites actually. You can
Yeah.
tell what are my two favorites first.
It's a lychee martini and a glass of red wine.
Yes. Okay. Correct. Okay. But what drink describes my personality?
Oh, interesting. I feel like a shot of tequila. A little bit salty, a little bit sour, and really strong.
It's funny.
That was just mean,
No,
but
I like it. I like it. I appreciate that. Actually, if you were to ask me the question about you, what drink you would be, I was going to say a margarita because you're a little bit sour, a little bit salty, but then really sweet.
fair enough.
And you kind of burn.
Yeah, definitely. No, I get that.
Yeah. So I think that's what I would choose for you. Okay. Your turn. I
Do I get
remember.
that point or do I not get that point though? I feel wait,
Oh
what
yeah.
would you
Yeah,
say
I
about
would
you though?
uh I think that's about right. I mean, I'm definitely not like a sugary, syrupy drink. I mean, I'm all about kindness and compassion, but
I'd also maybe for me, I'd maybe say like a Bloody Mary. I don't know. It's just
that just gives me heartburn. All that a Bloody Mary would just reminds me of heartburn. You want to be heartburn?
fair enough.
I'm gonna give you the point because it's like
You're
I'm
just
gonna give you the point. I'm
okay,
gonna
we're
give you the
still
point.
tied.
Okay, see, good thing. I don't know how we're still tied, but okay. So
Huh.
you go.
Okay.
I'm crossing it off so I remember which ones I did. Again, getting older.
What is one thing I really hate? Not that I'm afraid of, that I really hate.
Yeah.
And I'll accept multiple answers here.
This might be a really tough one to answer, I think. What do you really hate?
I mean, don't make the answer too
Well,
serious.
well, you hate carrots. I mean, that's one
Yeah,
thing that you really
I
hate.
really do hate carrots.
I
I
don't
think they're
know.
really gross.
I have never met anyone who doesn't like carrots. But then
I've never met
again,
anyone that doesn't like celery, so don't even
okay,
start with me.
okay, you're right. I mean, everybody's like, celery just tastes like water. No, it doesn't. It tastes like celery. I don't know how people like it. I mean, sure, if you cover it in blue cheese, but even then, I still taste the celery. I don't want to eat it. So,
Okay.
yeah, so I'd say that would be uh, what you hate. But you have to
Yeah.
ask me the what. Well, I'll go, and then I want you to ask me what you're afraid of, because that's a good one.
I would also say for things I hate when people order the same thing at me as a restaurant. I
Oh, that's
absolutely
true.
hate it. I don't know why. I don't understand why, but I act it and I'm working on it though. This is something I'm working on. Just so
Yeah,
everyone knows, I'm making progress in my life.
yeah, she is making progress. I want to say we were out. Actually, when we traveled to Brazil in December, and a few of the nights at dinner, when someone ordered the same thing as her, she was able to actually order it and eat it. But yeah,
Yeah.
she does hate that. She's like she wants to be the pick the
I don't
unique thing
know.
at the meal. I
It's
don't
the
know.
individuality complex, I guess. I don't
Do you think it's because we have so many kids? Like you're
I honestly think it's because I want to try everything on the menu,
ah okay.
but that's
Okay.
like also never feasible. So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean it's not like you're going to go back to the same restaurant 100 times. I mean,
Yeah,
some people
that
do, but you're
and
not.
I say that, but I never actually eat off of anyone's plate. Like unless it's offered to me, I'm not going to ask for a bite of your food.
Yeah, that's like that might be a pet peeve of a lot of people actually, when people just stick their fork into your plate, into your food and eat it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your Rob does that. Your dad does that a lot.
Yeah,
He's
I
like,
know. Oh my
yeah,
God, it drives me crazy. I'm like, can you get your own? It's right
yeah.
there. They're
Well,
just
he
gonna,
can't.
I don't care.
I just want to taste it. I'm like, well, then ask and then put it separately on your plate. Yeah, that would be one of my pet peeves that I really, I don't want to say hate, but it kind of annoys me. I would say that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Um, have I ever broken any bones?
Oh, I don't know. I don't think so. But that might be
Eh,
really wrong.
eh. I have
Oh,
broken
wow.
one thing in my life, a rib. Do you remember the story?
You broke a
Where
rib?
I broke a rib. Yeah. So
That's intense.
we were at a friend's farm and we decided to ride four-wheelers for the day. And I was going up this hill, and actually it was my four-wheeler. We brought it with us from the farm. We used to live on a farm. And going up a hill, this root grabs me. It grabbed me. I say it grabbed me. It pulled me off into where the trees were. And so when I tried to get back on the track, it it was too steep and it flipped over. It landed on top of me and rolled all the way down the hill. So it I couldn't breathe. You don't know this story?
No,
How do you not know this story?
I listen to like half the things people tell me.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So yeah, it broke my rib. It rolled all the way down, completely destroyed the four-wheeler, and we were with another couple. Jacob was there
I
too.
was not yet born.
No, you were
I
not
never
yet
lived on
born.
a farm.
No, you did not. And they had to get me, they tried dragging me down the hill because it was really steep and they couldn't get to me. So first they tried dragging me. I'm like, okay, my whole back was like raw. I was like, this is not gonna work. And I was like, I literally couldn't breathe. They thought I dropped a lung. And so finally they were able to pull our Jeep up partway up the hill, and then they carried me and put me in. It was like the most painful maneuver of all times. And Rob drove to the hospital. Luckily, Rob had not been drinking, but our friend that we were with had been. And so he's in the back of the Jeep with me. He was a physician, and he was like, he had this pen knife in case I dropped a lung. He was gonna,
Oh
you
my God,
know,
yeah, I've seen that in like TV
yes,
shows.
and yes. And I'm thinking, oh my God, don't drop a lung, or you won't survive this. Because he was not able, like, he was
Oh
holding
my
he
God.
was like this the whole time. I was like, oh, this is not good. But luckily, I didn't drop a lung, but I made it to the hospital. And actually, it was right before we went on this train trip in Canada. We took the Rocky Mountain Railway. And I think people probably thought that I had a terminal illness because it was 3 days, that happened 3 days before we left. And it was so uncomfortable having a broken rib. Like you couldn't lay down. And I actually stayed at grandma's house for before we left on the trip so she could take care of me. And I went everywhere carrying a pillow so I could put a pillow behind my back. And I couldn't carry Jacob. I didn't have to change diapers the entire time. It was amazing.
You had a
Um,
broken rib though, so
but
like,
I know exactly. I couldn't pick him up. I couldn't do any of that stuff. So I literally walked around carrying this pillow to put behind my back everywhere I went. So I think, and I walked kind of funny because I was in so much pain. So I think people were like, "Ooh, move out of her way. She looks like she's really sick." And I was like, "I just have a broken rib," but you know. So yeah, that's that story. So yes, that's the only thing I've ever broken.
that's so intense.
Yeah.
Oh
I
my
still can't believe you don't
gosh.
know that story, but
I mean,
yeah,
no.
yeah. Well, now you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I can't top that, but I guess I'll ask my question. What am I afraid of?
Oh, well, I would say you have two main fears. One you're
Hmm.
getting better about. One is the ocean.
Yes.
But you have gone out in like a kayak and stuff recently. And I say the ocean, but even when we were in Brazil and we went swimming in the Rio Negro with the caimans, I mean,
That
you can't, I'm sure they're there somewhere. You can't see them. Well, we did see one night out thing was huge. But yeah, you are kind of scared of the ocean. And your biggest fear is gorillas. And I still
yes.
can't understand that fear. Like,
I don't understand it either because like when you do look up like fear of gorillas, it's like, oh, because like it comes from like the fact that apes are like related to humans. For me, it's just that they're so scary.
I think they're really beautiful. I don't really find them to be
What?
scary. I do.
Why would
I
you
think they're,
say that?
I know you don't even like monkeys though. Like
No,
part,
they freak me out.
yeah, but so I really want to take a trip to Rwanda and I was like, Olivia, you have to come. She's like, there's no way I can do it. I
There's
mean,
literally no way I'll sob. I'll cry the
let,
entire trip.
yeah, well, and they smell fear, so you know.
100%. And
I'm
knowing
just
me, I'll
saying
mess up
that.
and then I'll get my face ripped off by a gorilla.
I don't think that would happen, but you know, okay,
It would happen to me. It would happen to me.
I'm
I
not
know it
going to
would
make
happen
you
to me.
go to Rwanda. Don't you worry. But
I mean, I'd still
I want
probably
to go.
go because, like, how many people do that in their lives?
Well,
So,
then maybe you could wear like a face mask or something if you're really, you know, fearful that they're going to rip your face off. You
oh,
could
don't
walk
you have
around.
the gorilla one from when you climb Mount Kilimanjaro so I can blend in?
Uh, yes, I do have that. Yeah. So when we'll talk about this on later shows, but yeah, when I was training for climbing Mount Kilimanjaro, I would wear this elevation training mask, and I got one that looked like a gorilla face. I didn't get that to like upset you, but now looking back, maybe I should wear that more often. Maybe that would like
My
help you.
God, no.
No, maybe it would help you. Maybe it would help you feel okay about gorillas
Or maybe it would
if
just
it.
like isolate me. You ever think about that?
Well, I'm just thinking about the helping part, not the
Oh
isolating
God.
part. So, okay. Um,
It's your turn to ask me.
yeah,
And you're
okay.
winning 7-5.
Okay, so which word do I say too much?
Oh crap.
I I I say it all the
This is
time.
really this is I
I don't know. You gotta pick something. The clock is
so
ticking.
what I was thinking earlier was the line from your speech, "Hills make me breathless."
That is not it. So
But
what?
I know that's not it. But there was a period of time. I
Yeah,
actually have no clue. So
when I
once
was
again, I
practicing.
don't get this point.
Seriously?
Oh yeah,
Seriously, you have no clue? Yeah,
you're right.
It's seriously.
Seriously?
I know. I say that all the time. And you know what the word you say all the time?
Slay.
Slay. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And
I
the best
realize it's
was,
cringy too.
yeah, the best was when your dad was trying to learn how to use the word slay.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
I was like,
That
it's
man is
not
so
like,
interesting. We should have
it's,
him on as a guest.
yeah, that would be, I wonder if he would say yes. I don't know. I don't know if he would say yes, but the idea of the word sleigh for him, he's like, you mean like the sleigh with horses in front of it? And we're like,
No,
no,
it's too hard to even explain to him.
I know. And so then he was trying to use it and it was completely wrong, no matter how hard he tried. But it made for good laughs. So that was good at least.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh no, I crossed out one we didn't do yet. Okay,
Oh
go.
my gosh, Mom.
I know. I'm
Okay.
getting ahead of myself here.
What do I
I
want
know. I know.
to ask? Okay, that one's easy.
Well, ask an easy one so I can win.
No. What's my most annoying habit? I'm curious to hear what you have to say.
Well, it's a habit that I noticed the last time you were here. This whole nail thing that you do. When you have your fake nails on, you do that all. I can't
My
even
nails
hear it while you're
oh,
doing
you
it.
can't. Oh, well, that's good
No.
then.
Yeah. But she does this thing with her nails where she rubs them together and they click, 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 click. And
I I think
I
that
think that's pretty annoying.
definitely nail related though would be like biting my nails, even when I have acrylics on. Like I try to bite them off. And this right now is an acrylic. It's like dip powder, and I'm still trying to bite it off. But so
Yeah.
I'll give you that one.
Okay, thank you. Are you successful with trying to bite it off? Because I still remember in the Brazil airport, you were like so angry that you were totally chewing your nails off.
No, no.
She got like seriously, well, she got, we had to go through security and then security again. And so
My
she had
freaking
filled
water
up,
bottle was filled up with beautiful
oh,
ice water, and we're about to get on like a 4 hour flight, and I get so dehydrated on flights. And I filled it up in the lounge, so we're past security. And this lady, we have to get on security again, and she was like, "You have to dump out your water." I was like, "Are you kidding me?" I got
she
so
got
upset
so
about it.
angry.
And you know what? I should have gotten upset. Like, and I didn't have any water on that flight. I
I
didn't.
don't know because they didn't give away water. I don't know why they had double security, but I'm sure it's a requirement from the United States. It's not her fault,
I
you know.
know,
And then
but
they were, do you remember when they, so after you went through, you were so mad. I think you just kept going. But then they pulled Millie aside. So
Yeah, and
Millie's
they tried
her
to give
youngest
her like a
sister.
full
They,
pat down. She's 16, and they
and
were gonna
then
have to do like a cavity search.
she's only 15. I was like, they didn't do a cavity search, but I was standing there and they're like, why are you standing here? I'm like, she's a minor. They're like, oh. I was like, I know she looks older, but I was like, she's a little kid. She does
She
not
doesn't
get
look
a
like
pat,
she's 18 though.
doesn't get a pat down. So, but she got a pat
Absolutely.
down. She was like, oh, so she was upset too. You guys were both like very
Yeah,
frustrated with the situation. She didn't chew her nails off, only you did.
yeah. I mean, half of them are already off though. So okay,
Okay.
you
So,
ask.
uh, okay. If my life was a movie, who would play me? And this is going to be really interesting to hear what you have to say. I don't know if I really know who I want to play me, but I'm coming up with an idea right now. Okay, I know who I want to play me.
Well, you already know. I can't think
Yeah.
of any actors. I'm so bad with names. Um,
They don't have to look like me.
well, yeah. Oh my God, what is her name?
You're thinking way too much here.
I have no
It
clue.
should like pop into your head.
Like maybe like Winona Ryder.
Really?
Is
Winona
that
Ryder?
why? Isn't she your age? Is she older than you? I
No,
didn't
I
want to
think
like
she's
age
my
you.
age. Well, I'm already aging. It doesn't really matter if you age me or not. Um, no, I would want Julia Roberts to play
Oh,
me.
well, you know what? That's probably what I'd say for mine too. So I didn't want to like,
You didn't want to give her away to me.
yeah. God, I'm
I
not
I
doing great.
I understand that. I mean, well, again, I should know more about you than you know about me, and this is
That,
why
yeah.
this show is good because we'll get to know each other even better. So,
Okay. I think we
yeah.
have two questions left. And I
Okay.
don't even know if we're going to be, A, have time for a bonus round, but B, even need it because you're kind of crushing me.
Yes. I don't win anything in this family. They usually overtake me on every event, so this is very exciting for me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Okay.
let's see what you got.
I don't have an answer to that one, but this is so easy too. Who do I talk to on the phone the most?
His name is Jack, or there's a backup. The backup is me. So number one is
Yeah.
Jack, number two is me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's either of you. That's
yeah,
so easy. It's my
yeah.
boyfriend and my mother. So what does that really say about me? I don't
Well,
know.
you have a lot of really nice friends, but
I live with them.
you live with them, so you don't need to talk to them on the phone. So yeah, I mean, you live with them in your current jail cell.
Bye. Okay. One last question, Mom. And I have an answer for this when you ask it. But this might not be right, my answer.
Well, who is the most famous person I've ever met? That's the question.
Yeah.
That's the last one. Okay. Who's the most famous person I've ever met? I don't
Ben
even
Platt's
know.
mom.
Ah. So Julie will be happy to know that she thinks that you think that she's famous. So I'll make sure next time I talk to her, I'll let her know.
She's totally famous. She's Ben Platt's mom.
Of course. But I was thinking that you would pick an actor
Who have
or
you met?
actress. I really haven't. I'm not a starstruck person at all. I love the work that actors do, but I don't really think about it as I want to go out of my way to take a picture with somebody or because they're people who are, especially when they're out doing something, they deserve their own private space. So for me, I don't really think about meeting other people. I don't know if I had someone that I really wanted to meet, I don't think I've even thought about that as well. If there was one person that you really wanted to meet, who would it be? An actor, an actress? Would there be anybody?
I don't think so because like with any I don't really idolize celebrities. Like I'm not like that. If I see them on the street, cool, whatever. But
Yeah.
I wouldn't if I did, I wouldn't want to ruin any expectations I had that they were like a great person.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I have seen that before where I was reading something the other day. They were talking about a specific actor and the person was trying to take a picture of the guy and he was on his phone and he said he screamed at the person,
Yeah,
don't
it just
take a picture of
happens.
me while I'm on the phone. And so all of a sudden
So
this person no longer likes this actor because of
exactly.
their behavior. So, but I think you put them in a spot where they don't feel comfortable, right? Like you're on 24 hours a day unless you're locked in your house, and
Hmm.
that's not realistic. So,
Yeah.
and I know it comes with the territory. That's what a lot of people will say is that you signed up for this by, you know, becoming a celebrity. But I think it's hard sometimes to have to, and especially when you're with your children, I wouldn't want someone constantly coming up to me, no matter what. So, okay, so I know I'm winning. We do have a few
Yeah.
more minutes.
We're at
So,
9-5. What time or how?
oh, I'm 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 killing it if I'm 9-5. Um let's go on to the bonus questions because I mean, I know you can't. Well, if we give 2 points for all the bonus questions, you could come ahead. You could.
Okay.
And if I
Okay.
miss one,
So should I go first then?
yeah, you go.
How many classes am I taking this semester and can you name them?
Well, that's a really hard one. I think I can name a couple of them. I don't think I can name all of them. You're taking 5 classes. Is that right, at
Yeah,
least?
five
Okay, so I
classes.
got 5 classes. So do I get 1 point for that?
I
Or we
was
have
gonna
to
give you
answer the
like
whole.
half a point for each class you get right.
Well, that's way more than 2 points
Okay,
then,
well
my
then you
my
get one
friend.
point. Yeah, confirmed. Fine, 1 point then, confirmed. Let me.
Okay. You're taking accounting.
Okay, what kind of accounting?
A hard one.
A managerial one, and not that it matters. Okay, continue.
Yeah, I haven't really paid that much of attention to your schedule this semester. You are taking, well, you're taking a law class. You're taking a
Mm-hmm.
law class, and you're taking a fashion class,
Mm-hmm.
and that's about all I know.
I mean, okay.
Yeah.
I'm taking like a business law class. I'm taking fashion of business.
Okay.
Or business of fashion.
I was
Whoa.
like the fashion of business. That's exciting.
Nah, 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 nah.
You
A
created a new
capstone
course.
class and then consumer behavior.
Okay. So
So
I didn't get all 5, so I get 1 point, not.
yeah, I'll give you one, but now you're at
Okay.
10, so you have to ask me.
Okay. What classes am I taking right now? No, I'm
No,
kidding.
you're oh my
I'm
God,
kidding.
woman.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Okay. So I guess name one thing on my bucket list. Hmm.
Oh,
Hmm.
that's the question you decided to go for? Dang.
Well, I don't know if the other question
I think I have an answer for the other question. This
you do.
one, yeah. And I want
Okay.
to hear if
Well,
I'm right. Tell
okay.
me.
Let's go back to let's do the other question, and then we'll come back and we'll both ask
Yes.
this
And
question.
then name
Okay.
one thing
So,
in bucket list.
okay. What was my first car?
Was it a baby blue Chevy Malibu?
Oh, how do you know? Yes.
Was it
It
your
was
sister's though? And it had the flower decals? Or am I making that part up?
no, so yes, you're not making that part up. So it was mine first. And when I got it, this was my first car when I turned 16, my parents bought me this baby blue Chevy Malibu Classic with it was like velour seats. Um, and it was probably the ugliest thing I had ever seen in my life. Now, yes, I should have been thankful for getting a car, but I was kind of like an annoying teenager, so I wasn't really. I was appreciative that I had a car, but I was like, oh my gosh, could they have gotten me something uglier? I'm sure they could have. I shouldn't have given them that challenge. But so I started showing horses, and so they ended up getting me something that I could pull a horse trailer with. So we ended up giving that car to my sister, and my sister was happy to have a car, so she decorated it with these gigantic flower stickers and she named it Barbie, Malibu Barbie.
Okay.
So, and actually, the best story about that car is that it actually got stolen from her, and somebody stole it from her parking lot, and you could hotwire it, I guess, because it was,
I
so
mean, back in the
old
day.
back in the
Ha ha
day.
ha.
Yeah, back in the day. Thank you for aging me. And they stole it and they found it in a ditch somewhere, and so that it was beaten up, but she was still able to drive it, and she did. So, but yeah, that was a not my favorite, but it was a car. It got me from point A to point A to point B. So thankful that I had a car. Thanks, Mom.
Okay, should we do our last question and we'll both say our answer? So name one thing on my bucket list and I'll name one thing on yours. And then we'll wrap up, I guess.
Yeah. One thing on your bucket list. Oh, I know one thing on your bucket list. You want to go to Antarctica.
That's true.
Like
That's on my bucket list.
she's gone to every other continent. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
She's 20 years old. She's gone to every other continent. I have not.
She's
gone
not been
more.
to Australia. I went to
No.
Australia on a school trip actually when I was in seventh grade, and it was amazing.
Yeah. So, and then of course, my mom, her grandmother is like, I'll take you.
Yeah,
So
fantastic.
we're trying to figure that one out. So yeah. And then
I
she'll be done.
think on your bucket list, well, you said one earlier, obviously going to see the gorillas in Rwanda, but
Yeah.
I'm not going to say that.
Okay.
I want to say something related to your speaking, and I think it's to be able to like, maybe
Mhm.
give a book to someone, but I'm trying to think of someone that you've said in the past. I don't actually know.
Okay, so pick something not related to speaking. That's a bucket list.
Oh, fun.
Something that you've actually done.
What have I done that you haven't? Go to
Well,
Australia?
no, more than that.
I actually have no clue what I've done that you have not done.
Mm, which means I'm gonna win.
Well, you were going to win no matter what. So
Okay,
this
true.
is,
So, I want to be invited to an Indian wedding.
oh, I
I've
did
been
go to
to
an Indian wedding. That
I've
was
been to
lit.
India,
Well, you're
so
going to be invited to an Indian wedding.
we'll just keep on reminding Anusha that I'm invited
Yeah.
to the wedding because
Okay.
it's
Anusha's
something
my
that
best friend and my roommate, and I went to her cousin's wedding in February or last February.
and I got to see like 10 photos. That's all I got. And it was
It was awesome.
unbelievable.
It was
I've never
amazing.
never seen anything like that. So yeah, so okay, so
So you're
that's
officially the winner.
okay.
Congratulations.
I'm going to talk about it at dinner tonight that I beat you.
12-7. Yeah,
So,
makes sense.
yeah, well, it does make sense. I mean, I guess it
You're
would be
my,
bad if you knew more about me than I knew about you, and I'm your mother. Like that would be
yeah.
kind of a hard one to sell to people that I mean, you are my daughter dearest. So, and let me clarify, it doesn't mean she's the favorite. She is definitely not the favorite. We don't have favorites because this has been a constant conversation in our family that yeah, favorites. So she's not. We love her. We love them all six of them
For
are
all different
chaos.
reasons.
Yes, and we'll talk about them more on one of our
Maybe
next
we'll feature them.
episodes. Yeah, well, they're not
Some
going to
of
come
them.
on.
No, absolutely not. I love
No,
to lie. So
yeah.
no way they're going to come on. Okay. So
You wrap it up, Liv.
yeah, thank you guys for watching. It was really fun, Mom, getting to talk to you. I know we do this almost every day, but it's fun to do it with a real setup and a real mic and a camera. Just follow us on social media. I think our Instagrams are below us,
Yep.
at Olivia Knego and at author Simone Knego. And
Yep.
subscribe to our podcast, the Daughter Dearest Podcast, on all podcast platforms. So anywhere that you normally get it, Spotify, Apple Music, I think YouTube too. And then make sure to subscribe and share this show on YouTube. And thank you so much again. And we'll see you next time. It's been so great.
Thanks so much for being here. And so, yes, video and yes, audio. So look for us everywhere that you can listen to a podcast, and then you can find us on our YouTube channel as well. Have a
Yep.
great day. Thanks so
Thank
much.
you.